everyone. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. My phone is like going off like crazy. How wanna do? How wanna do? How wanna do? How wanna do? You good? Everybody good? Yeah? Are you good? I am Empress Divine. Marsha Destiny. I am Monique Lewin. What is going on? What's popping? What's popping? Ladies, how you doing? Gentlemen, big up on yourself. I don't know how the thing said. First of all, just want to thank you so much for joining me today. Again, just want to say bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, bless up, and thank you so much for the constant support, the love, and the messages. Sandy Bella, 247, what a go on, Spice Lady. Sinner's Way. What is going on? What is going on? What's that? Sinner's Way? Yeah? Bless up yourself. Bless up yourself. While we wait on some more persons to join the live, while we wait on some more persons to come on board, if you are on right now, can you please just share the live for me while you're on? Definitely. Today, guess what? I will be speaking with Mrs. Monique Lewin. I am so excited about talking to her. I don't know, because guess what happened? I kind of opened my spirit so that I can be blessed and encouraged and fueled and motivated and all that good stuff. I want to get everything from her story tonight, and I sincerely hope that you as well will be blessed, you as well will be inspired with her story. Yes, this month I am docking this month as a ladies month, so the woman them powerful, yeah man, the woman them powerful, them come out with different story. They're willing to share their journey, and tonight, yeah, I will be speaking with Mrs. Monique Lewin. But let me just get some housekeeping matters out of the way. Just want to remind you that my book, Planted But Needed Water, it is available on Amazon. Yeah, so wherever you are in the world right now, wherever you are in the world, if you type in Planted But Needed Water, yeah, you'll be able to get a paperback, or if you prefer the Kindle version, yeah, if you prefer the Kindle version where you want to just read it on your device, yeah, if you're one of those persons, then you can also get the Kindle version as well. All right, so definitely you can do that. Carbeck, want to thank you so much for coming on. Jamaica, USA. One Short Boss, big up yourself, guys. Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for the love. If you're just joining us and you're wondering what is Stay Planted, this is actually my live testimony service. Yeah, man. This is my testimony service. If you have a story, if you know of anyone who has a story and they want to share it, this is a platform for them. Because, oftentimes people look at you, irrespective of whatever success they claim that you have. They look at you, they have no idea what your journey is like or what your journey was like to get to where you are. So oftentimes you are judged based on what you look like or what you have accomplished. So Stay Planted is a platform where we have persons actually share their journey. So let them know, say, yo, it wasn't easy. And if it wasn't God himself, then I wouldn't have made it. And this is the platform for it. So tonight, without further ado, Monique, I see you on, my darling. I see you on. So just send me a request and I will accept you, and then we can start the conversation. So let me just give you a little background on Monique. Let me just give you on her. So, boy, she's a mom. She's a wife. Yes, she's a mom entrepreneur. And health and fitness is her lifestyle. It's a part of her. That's how she uses it through ministering as well as to take care of herself, mental care. Yeah, man. It even helped her in terms of her finances as well. And not only that, she, of course, juggle her thing differently and everything. And with doing all of that, she has a responsibility of taking care of her beautiful girl and her fabulous husband. So just give you a background again on her. We knew we go way back from university days back home until she run away and got foreign, left me. Yeah, left me, gone to the States. I live when she should have come to Canada. But that's a different story. Money, Mrs. Lewin, Mrs. Lewin, Mrs. Lewin.
Hello
Thank
there.
you.
It's my pleasure. It is a pleasure to be here, Antoinette the Great. How have you
Oh,
been?
stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Thank you so much, Mama. Thank you so much for joining me. It is a pleasure. I know we said that we were going to go on Facebook tonight, but I don't know what going over there, so I don't know
No
what going
idea.
over there. So we're just going to do it tonight
Why
here
not?
and everything. And Monique, thank you so much. I know that you're a busy woman. I know that you're a busy woman. And when I call upon you, you never hesitate. You never hesitated to say, all right, then no problem. And I want to tell you that I really appreciate the fact that you said you just want to jump on
It's
and do
women
this.
supporting women here, and anywhere I can help any woman, whether I know you or not, I will make the time. That's who I am.
I love it. I love it. So let's just get into the meat of the matter of things. So talk to me. Who is Monique? Monique, where are you from? For the persons who don't know you.
All right. Well, I am Monique Lewin. I am Jamaican, born and bred. Um, Country girl, yeah, raised on a farm in Linstead, St. Catherine. That's where I'm from. I was born on that land. I wasn't born in a hospital. I was raised with cows and pigs and chicken and oranges, you name it. That's who I am, down to earth, natural. I am as authentic as it gets. I migrated to the United States a little over 12 years ago, where I had my daughter, Isis, my sweet girl. She's my whole heart. When I talk to her, I glow. That's who I am. Being raised in the country is not an easy life, but being raised poor is also more difficult. But being raised poor and godly put a twist on that. And
Yeah, yeah,
that has what brought me here today. That's why I wear a smile, because I see a calm in any storm I'm in. I can find peace, I can find joy through anything in this life. And I learned from a very early age, you cannot let anything get you down, because
yeah,
what
yeah,
God says, this world will bring you nothing but trials and tribulations, but you should be of
yeah,
good cheer, because he has already
yeah.
overcome the world. And that's my go-to scripture every time things get tough and I get angry and I get frustrated and I feel like I want to go back. I go back to that scripture, because I am trying to walk in the footsteps of Jesus. Jesus didn't watch the struggle. None of us go through what God Himself went through. None of us cannot fathom
Amen.
it. We cannot
Amen.
go through it, right? So when I
Yeah.
said, okay, I am a representation of God, God says if the world hates Him, they'll hate me too. So when I look at that, he looked at the end goal, and that was creating a path for us, an eternal life for us. So I look at it, there is success at the end of every storm. If you realize in the real world, naturally speaking, when there's a hurricane, when there's a thunderstorm, at the end of it, the sun comes out, the blue
Must.
sky, the white cloud, and the bright
Must.
sun. And that's how I walk daily in order to overcome. Because we as women
Yeah,
in this world, we go through a lot. We have to fight a little bit harder, right? Because
yeah, yeah,
inequality is
yeah.
there for us women. In the country that I am in, you have inequality as it relates to race. So you have to fight harder as a black woman in the country that I am living in. In addition, I have another strike against me. I'm an immigrant in this country. So I have to fight even
Wow.
harder
Yeah,
to make
yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So you see what I'm talking about? So I am a
Yeah,
woman,
yeah, yeah.
which in this world it's a standard below the rest. I am black in this country where I am, it's a double standard below the rest. And I have an accent. I am Jamaican, which is I am not welcome here based on societal standard. So you see, my fight is not really my fight. I
Not
allow
at all.
God
Not
to
at
fight
all.
my
Yeah.
battles for me. The scripture said, just be quiet and let God fight for you. He said, watch God win for you. And that's what I do. But however, exercise. I always love exercising, Antoinette. you know me as a slim person, right? But I came here, and I don't know if anybody who is an immigrant like myself, not from the first world country you're currently living in,
Yeah.
you have to work harder. You get what I'm saying? You can't miss a day at work. If you miss a day at work, it's a missed paycheck for you, right? So life
Mm-hmm,
gets in the
mm-hmm.
way. I work hard because I have a daughter, right? And I want to
Yeah.
give her the exact opposite of how I was raised. I don't want her to
Right.
experience hunger. I don't want her to experience not having any clothes. I don't want her to experience not having any shoes. I don't want her to experience not having any underwear. I don't want her to experience, living outside. Not that I've ever lived outside, but I've came close. I want her to have the better part of me.
But Monique, just before you jump into that part, though, I want you to tell me more about all of that part, not having it, because people look at you still, and them know they hear you say you never have it, but they really don't believe it. Seriously, I really never have it. I was born on the field. You grow with animal. Tell me everything that we're talking about before we can talk. Just talk.
Let me
Yeah.
say this first. I don't look like what I've been through. And I'm not looking like what I'm
Yeah.
currently going through, right? Because we all go
Right.
through some stuff. You don't tell the
Yeah.
world. Because if I really should sit
Yeah.
and tell you my story, this life couldn't fill it. You understand? But raising me
Hey.
nothing. I had my grandparents raised me, right? I didn't have a supportive father. I know the man, but he wasn't there. My mother was away in Kingston. We were left in the country with our grandparents. Life wasn't easy. It was tough. Our family was kind of split. We weren't treated the best, but I believe that my grandmother did the best she could with what she had. She had 5 grandchildren to take care of, right? Because my mommy had 6 of us. So she had 5 grand.
Yeah. Oh no, we're not doing this tonight.
Blessing of God. How did I achieve an MBA, graduating valedictorian? How
Hold
did I
on, no, we're not hearing you. We're hardly hearing you, honey. We're hardly hearing you. You went in and out
Can you
just
hear me
now.
now?
Start back. Pick up back from where? Where did you miss, guys? I'm seeing person saying that they're not hearing you at all. You said that. Let's go back to where you said that your grandma raised you because your mom was in
Right.
Kingston.
So my grandmother raised
Yes.
us. My mommy have 6 of us,
Yeah.
all girls, right? So my grandmother
Okay.
raised 5 of the 6, right? While my mother was in Kingston, working. It was tough. We were poor. The land was fruitful, but it was for sale to bring in income. So we had fruit to eat, but didn't have fruit to eat, if you get what I'm saying. I remember
I get it.
nights going without dinner. I remember having only one underwear where it was so I had it for so long, and I was a little bird, skinny, petite. It was so huge. I remember using twisting it, and using clothespin to pin it. And so that's what poor is
did
and
that
hard
too.
is. Yup, I did. And then I remember one time going to school. It was hard. I used to go to school. Do you know Nutri?
Nutribona, Nutribula.
Yes, right.
I want to you. Them something we used to feed.
So that was
Yeah.
lunch, right? And if Nutri didn't come that day, we had nothing. I had nothing. And
Yeah.
imagine going to school hungry. No breakfast.
Yes.
You're coming home to a dinner, but there was no breakfast. There was no lunch. It was so bad at one point where I absent from school for 3 months. When I went back to school, I was new.
Whoa.
So how did a girl who was raised with no shoes on her feet, barely, one underwear that was 10 times larger than her size, missing school consistently, graduated valedictorian with her MBA, offered a job as a professor before graduation? Determination and drive.
Look at that. Look at God.
It all. I remember going to bed 3 days straight without food. When I got the first meal, I couldn't eat it. My body rejected the food.
Whoa.
That's what I've been through. So that's how I was raised. So I don't look like what and I would never tell you what I've been through as it relates to molestation and rape and all of that stuff. So I was enduring hardness as it relates to hunger. I was enduring being absent from school consistently and so for significant amount of time. I was going through molestation and rape and trying to process it all, trying to figure out where is my place in this world? Where do I belong? You get what I'm saying? And it was at 17, I stood and I looked in the mirror because I was picked on a lot by family and friends. I was stated that I was ugly. I would never become anything in this life. I am not loved. I am not wanted. And at one point, I started to believe it. And I'm a nature person. That's why I'm sitting outside. You will always find me in nature because it keeps me close to God. When I see nature, I see God. And I was 17 years old and I look in the mirror after I graduated high school. Didn't pass my CXCs. Only 2 subjects I passed in high school. Couldn't. Because when I was going to school, no textbooks. I was hungry and I was being absent. How the hell am I going to pass any form of subjects, right? And when I failed them out, did 5 subjects, pass only 2. I looked myself in the mirror and I said, God, why did you create me? Did you create me to come and suffer and struggle? Am I truly ugly? Am I truly going to be worthless in this life? And that's when God spoke to me the first time and he said, no. And when I heard that no, I said to myself, God, this is what I want. I want to go to university. I want to have one child, a daughter, and I want to serve you for the rest of my life. And God gave me exactly that and then some. You hear? I have one daughter. She's going to be 11 years old this August. I don't want any more. I went to university. I started UTEP with you, did 2 years there, migrated here, come to the US and graduated with honors. I was on the president's list and the dean's list with my undergraduate, straight A student, 4.0 GPA. And I did it. And guess what? I did all of that because when I came here to my daughter's father, my ex-husband. He didn't make it easy because he promised me. He promised me that he was going to ensure that I don't finish school. I was his prisoner. People don't know my story. I was locked in that house. I couldn't work. I was threatened. He was going to kill me. I was denied money. 9 months pregnant with his child. I was kicked out of his car to walk home. When I came home, there was no hot water for my baby, newborn baby. People don't understand it. But through it all, I never denied God. I never questioned God, really. I said, God, why am I going through this so consistently? Why can I not get a breakthrough? Where's my breakthrough? I asked those questions because I believe that I should ask those questions. I said, God, what is my purpose? Why am I here? Am I going to have this child and allow her to go through what I have been through? You understand? And I said, no. So I fought. So at the time, you have to take shame out of your eye. You can't have pride when you're going through certain things. When that man denied me money so I could go and do my courses, I even missed my final exams. Missed my major final exam. Is a good thing I was a straight A student. I called the dean and he said, you know what, Monique, I know what you're going through. I tell him my business. I said, listen, I'm struggling. I'm suffering. My husband is punishing me. He's not giving me a thing. And he said, all right, borrow the money from wherever and come, take the train and come and I'll give it back to you. And that happened throughout my undergraduate degree. And I did it. Graduated with honors in 2013. After going through hell, never thought I would make it. And I said, all right, God, I did it, but I need to maximize my income. I want to do an MBA. I said, how am I going to do it? I have student loan, right? That's what I took out to finish my undergraduate. And I went into graduate school stressed out as hell. I had an income that was not enough, right? It wasn't minimum wage, but I had rent. I had a daughter in private school because I put her in private school because I wanted her to get the best of the best. And I believe Jamaica education is the best, really. I am not biased, but it is. So the closest thing to Jamaica education here for me, in my opinion, was private school, right? And I didn't want to live in a ghetto because that's what my ex-husband brought me into, a ghetto. And I'm a country girl. A country girl does not belong in a ghetto. I don't know how to operate in a ghetto. I know how to operate in the country, right? So I lived in a decent neighborhood. The rent was high. I had the private school and I was going to do my MBA. A lot of times I had my car and didn't have gas. I would look at my car and it says 0 miles to go. And I said, God, listen, this said 0 miles to go. But for some reason, you're going to put gas in this car because I'm going to keep driving. And I drove. Many times I was driving on fumes. A lot of times when I realized that, listen, this can't go anymore, I'll go to the gas station with my bank account in the negative, can't get anything more. And I put that card in the ATM and I got gas. But that's what I have been through. So, ladies, you listen to me. You cannot let the hardness of this world get in the way of your success. You have to have a made up mind. It comes in the mind. And that's what exercising did for me. Most recently, a year ago, a little bit over a year, May 6th, I started my exercising journey. One, because I gained weight. I moved to a new state. No, don't know anyone here. I had a new job and I wanted to settle in my job. And it was rough, with custody battle because my ex-husband and my daughter, he has some custody of her. It cost me over $15,000 in lawyer fees. Where did I get it from? I maxed my credit cards. Of course I am. I need a better life. God bless me with this new job, higher income. I can live a way better life than struggling living from paycheck to paycheck, eating after my daughter. You understand? I used to have to eat after her, make her eat, and whatever she doesn't want, that's what I eat, because food was that minimum, living in a first world country. You understand? Because I was determined to give her the life that I did not have. Hard life is, I cannot wish it on anyone, and I will not let my child. So I gained weight, a ton of it, in my opinion. And I said, and I didn't feel well mentally, physically, after going through back and forth with lawyer and custody and a ton of money wasted on this foolishness. I didn't say depressed, but I was down. I was fed up. I was just tired of it all. And I said, God, I'm just going to stop. And I just stopped. So I was eating whatever, and I just felt so low and empty and defeated. That's how I felt. And even though enjoy the fact that I had a better paying job and my life would be better, I could not enjoy it. I could not see the blessing in it. So I just did whatever I wanted to do. And I said, you know what? I have to stop. When I realized how heavy I was getting and how most of the time I don't want to get up off my sofa, I said, I have to stop. And that's when I said, you know what? I'm going to exercise and I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to take control of that part of my life, that little part. And I began exercising. And when I started controlling myself and realized that I'm going 5 days, I'm going 6 days, I'm going 7 days, then I realized during my exercise, that's when I realized my mind is free. That's when I can really meditate. I listen to my gospel music and I can really and truly empty myself and be Monique. I live my life stressed, all my life, highly stressed. So I don't breathe. A lot of times I would say, why am I so tense? Why does my arm hurt? And I realize that I'm clenching, uncontrollably clenching, and don't know because I'm stressed out. You get what I'm saying? So I couldn't breathe. And I realized with exercising, I realized I could take deep breaths. With exercise, I could really smile from my heart. I would wear a smile, but that smile was just surface. It wasn't coming from anywhere deep, because truly I wasn't happy. Truly I was not happy. Truly, I had God, because I always have God, but there was still this void, and I don't believe I was really and truly letting God in the way I should. Because that void that I had, no man could fill it. My husband couldn't fill it. My daughter couldn't fill it. Nobody could. I needed God. And exercising did that for me. And during my exercise, all manner of stuff start, consistent thinking. I'm talking productive thinking, where I can put things into action and I realize it's working. And then I lost 23 pounds, not even realizing it. 23 pounds, right? That was too much, because I went down to 133 and I said, oh no, I need to gain back some weight. And then I started thinking about my mental health, my emotional health. I felt free. I was playing with my child more. We were taking walks and I started making plans on what I want. And I knew I wanted a house. And exercise brought that back to me, because I have a hefty student loan, like $127,000 of it, right? And I've
I was talking 127,000 US
dollars. Yes, right? So, but listen, this is how God worked, because I've been turned down for mortgages before, and I had no intention of applying again, because they said, listen, it doesn't make any sense, because this is way too much. And they completely wrote me off, and I said, fine. And my daughter, she's the one, I love that little girl with my whole heart. She came to me and she said, Mom, I am not jealous. I'm not right. And I said, no, you're not a jealous kid. But she said, do you know what? I realized in school today that I'm the only one who does not live in a house. I live in an apartment. And that night she slept in my bed, it broke me. I cried and I said, okay, God, you got to do this for her, not me, just minus me from the equation because I can live in an apartment forever. But you got to do this for her. Tell me what to do. And the next day, while I was doing my exercise, it came to me. God said, go. But I didn't go to a lender. I went directly to the builder. And what happened is I'm a salesperson. I sell building materials, right? So God did it in such a way where I go out and I'll try to find new development, commercial and residential. And somebody told me, because I realized my products were selling like hot bread. The more they sell is the more commission for me. I'm a seller, I can sell anything. And I said, what's going on? Tell me why, sales have spiked so much. And he said, oh, new construction. I said, where is it? So I went there, and then the GPS took me to the wrong place. It took me to a realtor office. And I said, a realtor office? There's no new construction here. And I said, all right, let me just Google. So I Googled in the area, and the place where I'm living at now came up. And I said, let me just go and drive and see for work purposes only, because I want to sell more drywall. So I came over, put my hard hat on. I was already wearing my steel toe shoes because I wear that daily for my job because I'm on construction site. And I spoke to the person. I did a walkthrough, and I asked her what product, just because you have to kind of, probe and, be discreet in what you're doing for my job. And then I realized this place was nice. And she thought I was interested in buying, but, I was like shopping the place for my job. And I said, no, I just want to look. And she said, but this one is sold. And I said, okay. And I said, is there any more available? She said, not right now. And she said, what she can do is take my information and send me an email, which she did. She also sent me to another property in another neighborhood 30 minutes away, which I went to and I looked at. And I said, okay. And she texted me that night and gave me the lender, which is a part of the builder. The builder, they have their own lender. So I said, you know what, let me just call. And I called the lady and I told her, I said, listen, I have a big student loan debt. Before I ever say anything to her, I said, I have my student loan debt is $127,000. Everybody turned me down. So I'm telling you this because I don't want to waste your time and I don't want to waste my time. And I was that prompt. And she said, just fill it out. Go online and fill it out. You never know what can happen. And I fill it out. And it was that night, like a week later, I was on online Bible study with my sister and her husband. And I got an email. Congratulations, you have been approved. Listen! Listen! I said, what? And I didn't want my sister to know yet. When I saw it, I said, can you give me a minute? And I ran to my bedroom and I went on my knees and I just started praying and worshiping and thanking God. But this is how God works. And this is how sometimes when you get a breakthrough and then things start to get bad, don't stop. Don't question God. Just keep praying. Because she called me back 2 weeks later. She said, Monique, I have something to tell you. I said, what? She said, did you know that the approval was by mistake? I said, what? By mistake? She said, oh, your bonus. She said, because I get my bonuses quarterly for my job. She said, I put your bonus as monthly. So my income was significantly higher than what I was getting. I said, oh my gosh. I said, all right. And I said, you know what? If it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be, because I didn't go into it confident, right? I just wanted to try for my daughter. But I had the mindset that it's not going to work because of all the no's I've heard. And she said, Monique, you met a person who also believes in God and who does not give up. She said, you remind me of me. She said, I'm going to fight for you. And I said, all right. And 6 months, this started October 2020. 6 months later, where I tried the FHA first-time home buyer's loan, FHA said, my debt to income is too high. I said, but I only have one debt, and it's my student loan, because I don't have credit card debt, because I paid those off. I had a car on my name for my husband, because he just came in the country. He could not get a car because he didn't have a license. So we sold the car to get the car off my name. So I only have the one debt. And she said, you know what? I don't think the system likes you. I said, seriously, the system doesn't like me. I said, all right, that's fine. Tell the system that I love it, whatever that means. And she said, all right, I'm going to try for you. And I said, can you cancel and do a conventional loan where you have a more down payment? Because first-time home buyer's loan is where you have like 3.5% down or 3% down, which is less. Or they have the FHA 0. And I was trying to get FHA 0 because I didn't want to pay a dime down, right? And that's how exercise came in again. This is how exercise helped me to commune with God, because exercise taught me how to save consistently and reminded me that I know the stock market. It reminded me that I am versed. I can trade stocks. I know new mutual fund. I had that skill sitting down because before I moved 2.5 years ago, I sat investing people's money, making people millionaire. Billions of dollars I'm investing for people. And I'm saying, I'm poor. Why am I making people millionaire, right? All right. And I said, exercise brought that back to me. Start buying stocks. Start doing mutual funds. And I did just that out of the little that I have, right? And it's a good thing I started doing that and saving. But I didn't want to touch that money, right? So I tried for the FHA. I tried, and she said, Monique, it's just not working. She said, I'm going to try the conventional. She tried the conventional. She said, Monique, I'm sorry. We can't approve you. And I said, you know what? It just wasn't meant to be. And she said, listen, let me just try one more thing. And I said, all right. And she tried one more thing. She got the manager, the general manager, the vice president for the company came in and had a meeting with me. And they said, okay, tell me why you got divorced. I said, divorce? Because I was also using the child support as an income. They said they cannot accept the child.
I can't hear you.
Divorce is not valid?
Yeah. Okay. I am not hearing you. Guess she got a call. Okay. So while that buffering, we're talking to Mrs. Monique Lewin. She is telling us her story, her journey. Yes, I know. No. Okay. No, Monique, you're gone again. You're buffering. Let's go again. Let's try this again. You're buffering. So she's actually telling us her journey. Boy, I tell you, what a powerful woman, eh? What a powerful woman. I tell you, man, you, faith, eh? Perseverance, strength, courage. Sometime, I tell you, or in most cases, we lost her for a bit. I'm sure that she's gonna come on back. She's pretty much just sharing her journey and just telling us how, despite of everything, the abuse, being born and raised poor, not having anything, one underwear in the country, neglected by her parents, being molested, moving to a foreign country where her skin tone was an issue, her accent was an issue. Yeah, moving, living with a husband, a man that says, yes, I'm going to protect you, being pregnant with his kid. And with everything that was going on, with all of that, he was abusive, held her hostage at one point. So she was pretty much just telling us her story as it relates to how she overcame all of that. Let me tell you sometime, and let me tell you, not sometimes, all the time, if you don't have the courage to push yourself, I am not hearing you, my darling. Are you hearing me? I am not hearing you, though. I'm seeing you, but I'm not hearing you. If you don't have the courage to actually push yourself, you can easily fall into depression. And Monique is a living testimony that, regardless of that. And the one of the most inspiring thing about her story, one of the most inspiring thing about her story is that in regarding to her education background, there are times that she was missing from school. So she didn't get the chance to finish certain areas, but yet still she pushed her way through, right? We met in university, yeah? we met in university, and when she moved to the States, she continued her education there with all the struggle, with all of the problem that she was going through.
Can you hear me
And
now?
I can hear you loud and clear, honey. And not only that, she continued her education, she was offered a job as a professor before she finished school. And this is, again, she struggled in school as well because she couldn't go to school. She never had the facility at some point. She didn't have the resources. But she is a living testimony that stop wallowing whatever thing that you think you're going through and say you can't make it, and because you don't have no support system. Sometimes you don't need a support system, you just need to put yourself. And once you have that mental mindset to say, you know what, comes what may,
Yep.
I am gonna get it.
Yeah.
I am gonna get it. She's talking right now, and I don't hear her talking about any support systems. When she moved to the States, she had family to help her. You see what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. And the thing is, and I've said this on other with other testimonies before as well, is that sometimes when you move to a foreign country, and Monique, and you're here to jump in whenever time you want.
Yeah.
When you move to a foreign country, people automatically expect, say, yo, I eat that. And things nice for you, and you're gone to the greener pastures and whatever the case is. But little did they know that this is the roughest time. When you're home and you can probably go to Master John and Mr. John and say, beg you some water, or beg you a piece of yam, make me do something or whatever. When you're in a foreign country, you're up on your own.
On your own. Everything you have to buy.
You're on your own.
Yep.
When you continue your testimony about how you get your man stand.
After all that hurdle and all that back and forth, the system truly didn't like me for real. There was something in the system that was like denying me when I was supposed to be approved. But long story short, I was approved and I'm now living in that house. But I'm saying this to say that you cannot give up, because, and Antoinette, this is just an overview of what I've been through. You can, I don't know if you can even handle the core of what I've experienced, not only in this country, but my overall life. But
that's the reason why I invited you on this platform, though, because I need you to help me motivate and to inspire my ones and one. This is my life testimony service, right? I need your help in building up some persons, because even myself, and even you, sometimes you have to remind yourself of some of the things that you went through to say, you know what? Oh God, I can't believe I did that. How was it that I was able to? Why is it that I'm whining about this current situation? No. And God, you have taken me out of this place. So that's one of the reasons why this platform was created. I saw I'm seeing a lot of comments right now. Persons are bigging you up, saying how that you blessed their soul today. I don't want you to hold back anything. I want you to tell me what you are comfortable saying.
Yeah, that's the truth. So that's that. But the thing is, I tried to get the FHA 0 and I didn't. I tried to get the regular FHA and I didn't. I had to get a conventional loan, which required a lot more down payment. And exercising allowed me, I wanted consistency, not perfection in my life. And exercise taught me that, you want to lose weight within a certain time. I gave myself daily goal. If I can just start today, I am good, because starting is the hardest part of anything. So it doesn't matter how tough it looks. You may have the idea in your head, you may put it on paper, and you're saying, "Oh, the heck am I going to do it?" Just start from anywhere. And it's because of how I save, not just in a bank. Let me give you a little bit of finance. I'm not a financial advisor. I was licensed for that, but I'm no longer licensed. The thing expired. But I can tell you this from experience. If it's even $20 or $10, save it. And don't put all your eggs in one basket, because I
say it again. Now, what do you mean by that? Say it again.
You have to save, because I started only saving $5, $10, $20, but I didn't touch it. And I see, once you're not touching it, that thing will add up. I saved in a bank. I saved in a credit union. I had a brokerage account where I invest in mutual fund and stocks. And I'm about to buy options where I can multiply my money by the thousands, right? But I still want to, like you said, stay planted for a little bit longer. before I can go ahead and blossom in that area. Because I love your book. I don't read it yet, and I need to because I'm not. Are you gonna have an audio version of your book? Let me ask.
Look here, don't stress me to you too.
Yes, I'm not a reader. I need to listen. So get me an audio version, please. Thank you. Because it's a good book.
In the meantime, it's not available just yet. It's not available just yet. So go and get the book. Don't play with me.
I'll get it and read it. But sometimes you have to stay planted because people need to understand being planted as a seed. That's old seed that you put is becoming something new. And that process.
That's right.
Plant it. There's a process that takes place. That seed has to split open. And after it's split open in the ground, can you imagine you're underground and you have to burst yourself through that soil to go up? You know, that process is a lot of friction and it's rough. So sometimes you're buried, but stay buried because God is going to bloom you into something amazing. And that's what's happening to me right now, where I use exercise as a channel to really and truly communicate with God and to achieve these things. A lot of people, it may not be big for a lot of people, but for a poor girl like me, who never had anything, who was written off, who was told that I was ugly, who was told that I would never become anything in life, I didn't have a support system. I sent myself back to school. I can raise my hand, my two hands, and say, God, and I did it. I didn't have any help. I am still in that debt, but my exercise and my channel with God, God is giving me a design and a path how to pay that off in way less time because I will be debt free. You understand? And I will be operating in my true potential. We have to get rid of mediocrity because I tell God that I do not want a mediocre life. You did not create me to just pay bills and die. You create me to manifest and grow and bloom in this world. Another one of my favorite scripture is seek ye first the kingdom of God and all his righteousness. I am about the heavenly things. And truly I want to be saved. Truly I want to have a relationship with God. And I tell God that I'd rather be poor, living on the streets, than to have the riches of the world and go to hell. Because I am living to live again. That's number one. So I don't compromise my faith in God. I don't compromise who I am. I remember I went on a business trip in Chicago and they got us game ticket to go to this ice hockey game. But I know that they were going to go to the bars and drink. That's not me, right? I don't drink and I don't go to bars. And I didn't go. And I got in trouble for it when my manager called me. And I said, listen, let me explain something to you. And I take this personally, and this is my life. I appreciate, I should be rubbing shoulders with executive, and that's fine because it's good to mix and mingle and network in your professional life, but I cannot compromise my personal belief. And I don't care if you want to go to the bar and drink because I don't judge. That's who you are. So I don't judge you. I love you anyway. Come as you are. I'm going to love you and I'm going to love you some more. But don't tell me, don't reprimand because I choose not to go to a bar and drink. And I said, don't do it again. And guess what? Those same executive that I was supposed to go into the bar and rub my shoulders with, they called me. Why? Because I was in one Zoom meeting and they loved what I said. And I had meetings after meetings after meeting with those same executives. I didn't have to go to the bar. See, it's when you stand up for God and don't compromise who you are, God will take you to places that will blow other people's mind. You hear I'm telling you? I am excelling in my job. Why? Because I'm who I am. That same manager came to me and said, you know what? You have something that cannot be trained. And I said, what is that? She said, you're honest. She said, you admit when you are wrong. You admit when you mess up. She said, how do you admit when you're messed up without throwing somebody under the bus? I said, listen, I won't call her name. I said, I'm a woman of God. And I cannot lie to save my own job. I will never dare lie to anyone else. So if I did something wrong, I'll fix it and then tell you I did it wrong and come to you with a solution. And that's how I am. I am honest. I am true and I am plain. Don't come to me for advice if you don't want the truth, because I don't sugarcoat anything for anyone. And I'm not going to just be judgmental because I am not. I have been there, done that. You know, the Bible said, who without sin cast the first stone? I am guilty of many sins, right? And I am still sinning because I am not perfect. But I use my belief in God, determination, self-confidence, self-love, self-care, and be true to yourself. Because if you cannot be true to yourself, you cannot be true to anything else. You cannot commit to anything and be successful. And that's what I'm saying to you, Antoinette. I love what you're doing and I am godly proud of you. Keep publishing your book. I watch you, you know, you don't think I watch you a lot, but I watch you keenly. And I said, look at that girl. That girl is going to bloom. She's going to soar. Because a lot of times you make your post and there's not yet but one like, but you keep doing it. And I see your followings increasing. So don't stop, because sometimes you don't need a crowd. You understand? You don't need to conform to the crowd. You need God, because God is bigger than everything. And if God said this is so, it is so. So I'm just here to encourage somebody to listen. You don't have to have a whole lot of opportunity for our support. You can create your own opportunity. Just know what you want, because I knew what I wanted when I turned 17. Because when I looked in the mirror and I realized this girl is not ugly, I will become something in life. I will be successful in this life. That's what I told myself at 17, and I am disciplined. You have to be disciplined. If you're not disciplined, you won't make it. You have to be consistent. There's nothing wrong with failing. There's nothing wrong with having weaknesses. All of us do, but don't let that weakness overpower the strength in you. Learn how to manipulate that weakness, because some weaknesses you cannot get rid of. Some weaknesses will follow you for the rest of your life. So you have to know the difference. The weaknesses that will follow you for the rest of your life, and the ones that you can get rid of. The ones that are here to stay, work around them. Use it as a stepping stone and admit to yourself that this is who I am. This is my fault. This is my flaw, but it's not going to define my destiny. It's not going to define who I am and what I can achieve. You get what I'm saying? So people, women, and guess what? Let us stand up for each other. Let's support each other as women, because the world really don't like us as women. And that's just the honest truth. We have to fight. So when you see a sister doing well, don't be jealous. The Bible talks about the 3 roots in pride of life, lust of the flesh, and lust of the eye. If you see someone is being blessed right now, cheer them on. Because you may not have what they have. You don't know their story. A lot of times you're seeing their results. But cheer them on, because your breakthrough is coming. And that's what I have to say, Antoinette. But thank you so much. If you want to hear anything else,
Wait, what are you doing?
I'm not going anywhere. I'm saying that's what I have in my head to share. So I'm open for questions, right? So any questions you have, I'm transparent. I don't hold anything back. You can ask as much as you want to ask. But we as women, we have to stand up for what we believe in. We have to believe in ourselves. So a lot of times we have self-esteem issues, and that's because of what we have been through. Like I said, I was molested. You know, I didn't get the choice, you know, to choose to have sex. That was taken from me. They took away my right to say no. They took away my right to say yes. They demanded and they told me it was time. You know, so that was taken away from me. So when you were molested, I started at age 5. I was 5 years old.
5 years old.
5 years old, and it happened consistently. So when you go through what I've been through, battling molestation consistently, battling rape twice. I got raped twice, 2 years apart, at 17 and at 19 again. You know, and I didn't get counseling. And let me say this, because I don't want people to think that counseling is wrong. If you're going through any form of abuse, physical, mentally, sexually, anything, if you need counseling, go. That's why God gave people knowledge and wisdom so they can help you. But I didn't. God didn't want that help from me. He helped me himself. He helped me himself to heal and to get over my 2 rapes. I'm not even going to say mine, because those are not mine anymore. I disowned those a long time ago. But, and then hardship, and then the world beating you down. It doesn't take just crying and tears. I do a lot of that. You know, I cry. You know, but what brought me through was God's love for me. And I went through the
You're breaking up again. You're breaking up again.
Can you get me? Can you get through? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I am hearing you. So you were raped twice, and the fact that is that you managed to.
Through talking to God, through exercising, because I always exercise. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, but it's just that there's a buffering.
Am I still buffering?
No, you're good now.
Okay, yeah. So it's not.
Monique, you're in and out again. You're in and out again, honey. You're in and out again. And for the persons, yeah, for the persons who were asking if she did get the house, yes, she got the house. She definitely got the house that she wanted. Monique, you might have to mm. Monique, I'm not hearing you, darling. You're going in and out. But I must say though, you're in and out. I don't know if you wanna refresh your screen and come again. Let's do it again. What a woman strong, amen. What a woman strong. When we talk about determination, courage, strength, faith. What a woman strong. What a woman powerful. Uh, I, I, I honestly, I am speechless, and you all know me. I don't get this way. I don't get this way at all. But Monique, your story is definitely. I don't know if you want to refresh and come again, my darling. I am not hearing you. You're just buffering. You, what a woman, Strongy. Marsh Destiny. Can I tell you? I am impressive divine. What a powerful story. What a powerful story. Molestation, rape twice from 5 years old. 5 years old. I'm looking at my daughter right now. And boy, me no know how. Me no know how. If anybody ever as much as blow hard pan her. Mr. God, I love you, but I do not know how I will be able to deal with a situation like that. You understand? I don't know how she was. And that is when I post something today, and I said that, let me tell you something, everything that you go through, don't think that you're going through your struggles for yourself. Your trials are not for you. It is to encourage someone else. So don't think that whatever situation that you're going through right now is just for you. You just need to go through it, embrace it. Because let me tell you, if not tomorrow or the following day, you will be able to actually share your story with somebody else. Yeah. So, and that is the reason why I do this show. As Monique said, I had no idea that she was watching me. And my pastor always said that you never can tell who is watching you. People secretly watching you. Big up yourself, Pastor Carlene Williams. She always say you never can tell who is watching you. I had no idea that Monique was admiring me from a distance. And let me tell you something. The thing is, I had no idea that this, when I started this first, and I said, you know what, I am gonna make this a testimony service. I want to inspire a person. Because yes, the book is there and it is a true testimony. Most of the things that Monique is talking about, it is also implanted but needed water. It is in the book. So hearing her story now, and what is in my book, a real thing. I'm a documented diary. You understand? Hearing her talking now is like planted but needed water is in front of me in live format. Hearing her talking. So this her story, and we are friends, but like I said, we got disconnected for a while, and I didn't know that she was experienced or that she went through all of that. I had no idea. And prior to coming on the show, all my guests will tell you that I don't talk to them before, because I want to get the same reaction that you are getting. I want to open my spirit for the encouragement just the same. Monique is an article Christian. And so am I too, and she know that. We don't play, we just say things just like that. And that's just how she is. And I am so happy that I am so happy that she is actually blessing us with our testimony and with our journey. And Boy, Monique, the devil
I
is a
don't know
liar.
what's going on.
The devil is a liar.
He's a liar. Can you imagine?
So you were on the point. You were on the point of molestation, to
Yeah,
and the rape, and how
yeah.
you overcame that.
It started at 5, and it was troubling, and I couldn't tell my story. My sisters didn't even know my family. I started my YouTube channel and only did 2 videos because my mom didn't even know, and I paused.